Hello everybody, this is Albert with Green Tea House. I hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about the difference between drinking your tea and enjoying your tea and how there's a fundamental difference. Now before we begin, I highly recommend you check out our back catalog of episodes, and I'll make sure I put some germane ones up here. Now, in other parts of the world, there isn't a fundamental difference between drinking your tea and enjoying your tea. Like, let's say, for example, in China, Japan, India, Nepal, Thailand, and these places. But I think in the West, where we're in such a hurry, this kind of pop-up pill, instant gratification, always in a run, there's a blurring of the lines. So drinking of tea versus enjoying of tea. So let me kind of delineate a sketch of what drinking tea is. Drinking tea could be drinking in a cardboard container. You just steep some tea in a tea bag or whatever. You just put it in there, you're drinking, you're driving, you're drinking in a cardboard bag. Or maybe you're at home and you get your tea and you pour it like in a conventional mug and you're just drinking it as you're walking around and doing chores or watching TV or whatever. And you're not enjoying the tea. Now, on some level, you are drinking the tea, therefore you're tasting the tea, but you're not enjoying the tea. And so I would caution and admonish everybody to not have this kind of mindset, not just with tea, but with coffee, with spending time with family, all these things. Getting green therapy, being around nature, getting blue therapy, being around water. We just need to slow down. But since this is a tea channel and a tea store, in regards to tea, this is how I would approach it. I think the best way to approach it is don't drink the tea, enjoy the tea. And we've talked about here the importance of using all five senses when it comes to the tea experience. And I think for a novitiate to loose leaf tea, this can be very difficult because your whole life has been just drinking out of a tea bag, just grabbing something out of the pantry, throwing it in a cup or to-go container, pouring hot water and drinking it. So part of it is you got to slow down. And I think one of the things that can help you slow down is to get a Chong Fu set or a tea set, because I think these help lend to the calming down. And so when it comes to enjoying your tea, there's a lot of different steps to this, but one of them is going to be looking at the tea before you drink it. And so here's a picture of two of my favorite teas that I like to look at when I'm trying to enjoy tea and just kind of chill. So this is Jasmine Pearl, which is jasmine green that's wrapped into a ball. And at the tea store, we might offer these here and there. And then also, this is a type of oolong from Thailand, kind of a high mountain oolong, and I love these because they're wrapped up into little balls and so they unfurl. And I talk about, I think in episode 19, how oolong is my favorite category of tea. So part of it is just looking at the tea leaves, touching the tea leaves, smelling the tea leaves, and we'll have a future episode of how the smell of tea doesn't indicate that it's going to be a good tasting tea, because many companies will add additives to it to make it smell in a way, but it doesn't really translate into a good tea when you drink it. But look at the leaves, play with the leaves, and so forth. And then when you use a Chong Fu set, there's just something about, look at this pretty gaiwan, right? Look at the tea ware, the chinois, as they would say back in the day. Look at the tea ware. Look, whether it be a kiyusi from Japan or something like a gaiwan from China. Look at the beauty of it. Look at the little cups. And this is why I recommend a Chong Fu set, is look at all the accoutrement that comes with it, the napkin, the tray, and all these things. And then pouring your tea into your shiching or whatever you're going to use, getting the hot water, pouring the hot water over the cups to get them ready. And like I showed here in a little video that I did earlier, this is a pu'er, because pu'er is the first thing I drink in the morning. It's just pouring the pu'er into the gaiwan, pouring it into the little cups evenly. And I like hearing the trickle of the tea as it goes in. I like hearing the trickle going under the tray. I like smelling it, kind of the steam that comes from it, that I put the lid of the gaiwan over it. And then afterwards, when I'm ready to drink, I use my two hands and I just sip these little cups, sip the cup, sip the gaiwan, just savor it. Don't be doing anything else. Don't be watching TV. Don't be doing anything. Just kind of sit with your family or sit alone and just enjoy the tea, because tea is gorgeous. And you wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't love tea already, but it's getting us from that kind of tea bag, throw it in, run out the door, to just sitting. And this is one of the goals of Green Tea House, the actual tea store, is we're going to make the environment relaxing. It's going to be dimly lit, ambient, nice Asian music in the background, and it's just chill and relax, because that's the whole thing about it. Tea is not meant to be drank in a rushed manner or in a stressed manner. That's not ideal. People do it all the time, but it's not ideal. The ideal is to use all your senses and immerse yourself in the experience of tea and enjoy tea the way it's been since the Bronze Era, 2600 BC. Guys, post in the comments. I'd like to hear from you if you try to enjoy tea more instead of just drinking tea. Until next time, take care and God bless.